What it do? What it do? What it do, man? We back with another one. Matchmakers is in the building. This your boy Fanatic down here. We got my guy Ken with National Sports Chat.
So with y'all.
North Philly Blackhawks 12U. Could you please come to the congregation? To the front of the congregation.
Uh-oh.
North Philly Blackhawks 12U. Could you find your way to the front of the congregation? North Philly Blackhawks 12U. Could you find your way to the front of the congregation, please? I just want to know, who do y'all know? Who do y'all know in AYF where you got to duck Watkins and you're going to get to duck Fort Lauderdale until the championship? Who do y'all know, bruh? So now we never get the Watkins game. Unless Watkins makes it to the championship, we'll never get the Watkins game. We'll never get the Bounty Boys game. Like, bro, y'all end up getting the opportunity to play the Motown whoever's. No disrespect to them. I'm sure they're a great football team. But y'all should beat them. Y'all should beat them. Now we know y'all. Y'all will find a way. Y'all will find a way. You'll find a way. But I just want to know, who does the North Philly Blackhawks know to end up where they end up in the bracket play where they're all the way at the bottom? The North Philly Blackhawks, yeah, all the way at the bottom. You beat the Piedmont Tigers. Then you'll play the Motown Chargers on Wednesday. If you beat them, then you end up in the championship
That's
on Saturday.
crazy.
Now, the Bounty Boys, they just beat the Benson Bruins, who we know is really good, nationally ranked team. They beat the Benson Bruins. Now they got to go on. They play 703 United Lions, another good team. Another good team. Now, I personally, personal opinion, I don't believe that team is as good as the Benson Bruins, right? But that's another good team. That team just beat the NTB Wolfpack, and we know that they're a good team, right? So now Watkins Bounty Boys got to play 703 United, and if they beat them, do you know who they would have to play if they win, which we know they will? The Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes.
I mean, they didn't get none of those teams.
They
They none. They didn't get. I mean, damn. Bro, I don't want to hear nothing about y'all made it to the championship.
don't care.
Y'all
I don't
walked to the
care,
championship.
bro.
Y'all got the least amount of resistance. Hold on, wait. Explain this to me. How in the hell did Fort Lauderdale end up getting a bye, but they still got a harder path to the championship?
Because they play, Fort Lauderdale actually plays that's the Staten Island Hurricanes, which we all know as show. We know them as show, the fancy team that can throw the ball all around the yard. Now, Fort Lauderdale should beat them. Now, I do expect, slight struggle. Slight. They're going to beat them. I expect slight struggle because they can throw the football. And if they do what we know they can do, um, they should be a pretty easy match, at least a 2 touchdown game. But I expect Show to actually show up and score. Then they'll have to play the Bounty Boys. How the hell does the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes have a bye and they still got a harder path to the championship than the North Philly Blackhawks? These folks got stock in AYF. They got stock in AYF, bro. They got to. They gotta have stock in AYF. There's no way possible that they get where they get in the bracket. See, this is the problem that I have with the live random drawing. This is the problem that I have with the live random drawing. At the end of the day, I get it. The game got to be played. Eventually, we got to play, right? I get it. I'm not too mad because the game's got to be played. It's just that. It's just with them. It's just with them. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's them. It's them. Any other age group, I don't care about the live drawing. I'm actually on record saying I like the live drawing, but it's something about the damn North Philly Blackhawks. It's
I
something
love
about
this
that
damn team.
12U. That 12U, they got stock, bro. They got stock in this stuff, bro. They got to because it's no way possible. It's no way possible that they end up with the easiest pathway to the championship. Now we got to listen to we made it to the championship all year again. We got to listen to it again. That's frustrating. Now, my dog Tyler Johnson in here, it would be a disservice because Tyler already said it. It would be a disservice to not shout out the 11U North Philly Blackhawks for beating Havoc. Now, Havoc, I'm gonna need y'all to walk on down to the altar. Havoc, I'm gonna need y'all to walk on down to the altar. Havoc, I'm going to need y'all. Matter of fact, I need y'all to run to the front of the congregation and get on the altar because I gotta understand what the hell happened, bro. What the hell happened, bro? We've been saying all year long that Havoc is a tough team. Havoc is a real team. Havoc is a team to be threatened by. Havoc could come to YNC and knock people off. Havoc is this. Havoc is that. Havoc is this. And then y'all go in there and y'all damn a team is damn near 3 touchdowns better than y'all. Havoc goes in there and there's a team 3 touchdowns better than y'all. I don't understand that, bro. I don't understand that. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. That 11U bracket is actually one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. In the next round, we got Brick City versus Miami Gardens. We have Hair Academy versus the OG Ducks. We got the Top Dogs out of Ohio versus the North Philly Blackhawks. That is, I mean, that's an amazing bracket for 11U. Like that's one of the more tougher brackets that I feel like I can say I've honestly seen. Um, Out of that, you guys know I'll never pick Miami to win anything. I'll never pick Miami to win anything. I have no faith in the coaching staff to have those kids prepared to win anything. It's hard to pick the OG Ducks to win anything, even though they actually beat one of the better teams. You know, I take that back, man. Right now, Hair Academy might honestly win it. When them beating the DMVU Ferrari boys is an amazing win. Them beating, I don't know, man. Uh, Chevy boys, I seen that Miami's going to play Beast in. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This is hard. I actually got Hair Academy coming out of the whole thing and making it as the champions. I don't believe the OG Ducks is just well equipped to win enough. The Blackhawks, they kind of shocked me by coming out. Um, okay, my bad. They beat the gang, not the Ferrari boys. They shocked me by beating Havoc. I actually had Havoc going pretty deep in this AYF. I can't pick Miami. I know Miami Gardens own AYF, but this is 11U we talking about. We've seen them, kind of choke on the highest level a lot of times.
No, says the
I don't know,
hurricane.
man. I don't know about y'all, bro. I think Hair Academy, bro.
All
But
right, man. So let's
okay,
yeah.
okay, hold up, Marcus. Hold up, because I had an argument today with my homie about this. I had an argument. Okay, so Hair did let them come back. They were down 20. But bro, think about this though. Sometimes you ain't never took your foot off the gas, bro. They took their foot off the gas. But to still pull out the W, bro, that's adversity, bro. That's adversity. You go up 22-0, you know that you're a better team than them. That team comes back and fights back, but then you still win the game. Oh my God, not you too, Tyler. Not you too. Just give Miami the trophy. I can't believe y'all doing this, bro.
Oh, we still talking about 12U?
11U, 11U,
Or
11U.
11U?
I can't believe y'all saying this. We have seen Miami choke at the highest level, bro.
Not AYF.
It doesn't matter.
It
It
matters.
doesn't matter.
It for sure
It
matters.
doesn't matter. See, here come Coach Maurice here, man. I've already gave Supreme their credit. Get your ass on, man. We ain't talking about the damn YNC. Get the hell on, man. Look, and by the way, SCD messaged me. They told me they on the way, Coach Maurice. They said, you ain't gotta worry, bruh. We gonna avenge what happened this year. Ain't nobody is Supreme ain't never winning another one. You can guarantee us. I'm not gonna do it yet, Coach Maurice. I ain't gonna do it, Coach White. I ain't gonna do it. I see you in here, Coach Brown. I ain't gonna do it yet. But just know I'm gonna be watching to see what SCD does. Cause the guarantee might be in.
Yeah, hey, so I just want y'all to prepare to tell me how back-to-back feel. That's it. I, all that other stuff, bro, is just, it's hogwash. You already know what it is. That team too stacked, and they already levels above everybody, as you seen.
Bro, that's 7U. We moving to 8U.
All right,
Um they I agree, they have been dominating AYF, but this is 11U. Things change when you get to 11U. I agree. They have dominated AYF, but this is 11U. I I don't know, man. And then I think Coach Marcus said, man, they lost 2 games, YNC teams, and won 5 games. How they choke? They choked at the highest level. They choked at the highest level. When the world was watching, they didn't pull it out. I'm not having my faith in no team that does that. I do believe that they are a little more comfortable in the AYF, but I believe everybody else, bro. I just They went 5-2 versus YNC teams. What we talking about? No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing versus YNC team. No. When the world was watching, not some game in a backyard or some game somewhere. When the world was watching in the tourneys, in nationals, in preseason, they choked. Are we not going to? Are we denying that, Co Marcus? Are we denying that they choked? So I'm not going to believe now just because that they have dominated AYF. I agree. Now I give you that. I give you that. That's not a checkmate, but you did say check when you said the world always watching Rod. I agree with that. Right? I ain't gonna disagree with that. Miami Garden wins every game at AYF by 3 tugs. Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh my god.
so let me ask this question. I'm looking at this bracket.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me that the Black Hawks, if they beat the Motown, they automatically in the championship?
If they beat Motown, they automatically in a championship.
And then you mean to tell me the team Fort Lauderdale that had to bye have to play another game after this versus Watkins to determine who's going to the championship?
Fort Lauderdale
The
will
fix
have to.
is in. The fix is in. The fix is in. How the hell you got the team that Fort Lauderdale had to buy the number 1 team, and they got to play. They got to play another game to get into the championship. I don't listen. If y'all want to talk about them having a bye, and that makes them play. Well, let's talk about Watkins. Let's talk about Watkins. Them having to play 3 games in order to get into the championship. That means that they had to play who is it? Benson Bruins. Then
Tough
they
team.
rematching the 703, which they lost to before.
Tough
And
team, bro.
then on top of that, they're gonna have to play the winner out of Staten Island in Fort Lauderdale. But you mean to tell me that the Blackhawks had to beat the Pistol Pete's Hyenas, and then now they got to play the Motown Chargers Hawkways,
Wait,
and
hold up. You say they beat who?
they beat the Pistol Pete Hyenas. hey, hey, The fix is in. Hold on. How is this possible? Not only do y'all not play nobody, sorry to the teams that y'all playing. They caught a straight. I'm sorry for y'all. I'm gonna be paying attention to y'all next
The
year. I'm
pistol Pete,
sure I'm gonna feel the same way after I watch y'all. I understand that.
the pistol Pete
But
hyenas is crazy.
bro, but
That's crazy.
but the whole thing is this, fanatic. Not only do they got the least amount of resistance of teams that they gotta play, right? Not just that, you gotta play less games.
Yeah, I play less games, bro.
And you mean
In
to
this
tell
in
me,
this random selection, like, come on.
hold on, shit, give me their schedule. Hold on. If I'm Fort Lauderdale, you can have a buy.
You can have
Give
it.
me your section. Give me your
Right.
section.
You
And
can
then I'm
you can have
good.
it. With
Yes.
this random selection is
Yeah.
crazy.
Come
Like,
on.
bro, I just feel like if Watkins beats 703, I don't really give a damn if Philly makes it to the championship or not. No, 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 no. Coach Tim, we move back to the 12U bracket. We move back to the 12U bracket. Um, I don't care if Watkins makes it to the championship or not. If they lose to Fort Lauderdale and if they can compete, if they can compete, they're gonna be high up in the rankings at the end of the year. I don't because at the end of the day, bro, to beat Benson, the Bruins, to beat 703 United Lions, which again, I'm telling y'all know I don't give nobody no credit. That's a good ass damn team, man. Like that team right there, that 703 United Lions team, if they felt comfortable enough to leave Virginia and play in a lot more preseason tournaments and things of that nature, they would beat a lot of teams. I mean, there's a lot of teams that 12U team could have knocked off. 703 United Lions would have knocked off a lot. Um, but Watkins, I believe Watkins, man. Watkins beats that team. Watkins has to be arguably in the top five.
They gotta be. And they played the smoke. They did very well, versus. I want to know what's the measuring stick. They telling you that it's live. Okay. Do you believe that?
You
How
believe
the
in a
hell
parallel?
you mean to tell me the team that didn't want to play? See, you know what? Everything is making sense to me
They
now.
still ain't played the game. The
The
game will
coach
never
didn't.
happen.
Hold on, fanatic. Let me cook it just a little bit.
Go ahead.
It's making sense to me. The coach told Watkins they'll see them in the championship. You got dang right they will see them in the championship. They knew this was gonna be the case. They knew they was going to the championship. Now you got the Bounty Boys who's gonna have to play versus the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes again. And then on top of that, if they don't win, you're gonna have the nerves of the North Philly Black Hawks talking all that mess, man. At least we made it to the championship. I mean, damn, if you don't, I want to say that it's a little pressure on y'all for that alone. Because y'all got the least path of resistance to the championship. Y'all play less teams. Y'all play less teams. How in the hell the Bounty Boys got to play 3 teams to get to the championship, and y'all only have to play 2?
Right.
And what makes it worse, y'all didn't even have a bye the first round. Something up, North Philly.
Something don't smell good, bro.
That don't smell good. That food burnt as hell. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna put my finger on it.
You know, man. Shout out to Coach Marcus, man. Man, what did you say, man? Coach Marcus said, cut the bull jive. Cause people left when they got the schedule at YNC and nobody wanted to play the number 1 seed. And we cooked them folks, Coach Marcus.
Oh,
We
sure.
are not like other platforms
Well done.
where we gonna allow those people to leave, or whatever. We cook those folks. And I agree. I'm on record. Last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago, I said I actually like the live drawing because it's not biased. I liked it until now. I
Hold on,
liked
wait,
it
wait, wait,
until
wait, wait, wait.
now. Cuz.
Hold on, you said what?
I said I always said I like the live drawing until now. Now,
I heard people say that about the casino. I'm gonna play the slot machine. They thought they was gonna win. That slot machine let them win, a few dollars. Took about 20. You played 10, you put 20 in there. They let you win about 10,
it's
took
bad.
20, took 30, let you win about $15. They took about 25 of that. That's it does not feel right to me. It don't.
But I guess for me, what Tyler Johnson said, you got a random drawing, but you make teams play regionals to make it. That don't make sense. I don't know though. I don't. What other way could they do it? Because I don't know another way that they could do this, bro. Because you got teams coming from all over. You can't have a ranking system necessarily, can you? Because you can't go by points scored and all that other stuff. Um, PA Trenches, we did jump to Havoc for a little to talk about Havoc for a little bit, what North Philly did to Havoc. Then we came back to 12U. So we did talk a little bit about Havoc because I told them I definitely was disgusted with the fact that all year long y'all have been a number 18, number 17. Then all of a sudden you go down to AYF. We got everybody's predicting that y'all should at least make it to the championship. And then you get smacked around with damn near a 30 ball by the North Philly Blackhawks. But I don't know, man. Y'all gonna have to tell. I don't know a different way to do it unless you. I don't know, bro. Unless you start going by points scored, points against. I don't know. I don't know, but I know that that ain't it. The North Philly Blackhawks ducked the Watkins game all year long, saying that they would see them at AYF. Now we probably, most likely, will never get that game at 12U.
And the coach don't even care. In the words of Darian, he don't care. Forget what the people want.
That's what he said. Nah, we'll never get that game, bro. We'll never get it. Them
All we
kids will
all
never
we
play each other.
all we would hear is my dog Champ Cheese say, "Who is Bounty Boys? Who y'all been ducking?" Patrick, you know what I'm saying? He said, "Hey." He said, how did they make this bracket with a straight face? I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, they
I'm
said it
trying
was
to tell
random. They said it was random. They said it was random.
you. Yeah,
Hey, you know what though, man?
sure it was.
I agree, bro. I agree. That's nasty work, man. That's nasty work. I do want to give a shout out to that 9U bracket though, y'all. And you know what? These are some just really good brackets at the AYF this year. In the second round, listen to this, y'all. In the second round, we're gonna get DMVU No Limit versus the Legacy U Tar Heels. We got two nationally ranked teams going against each other in the second round. That's freaking scary. We have the LSN Chiefs versus Gorilla Mob. Gorilla Mob should handle business, but mind y'all, Gorilla Mob barely sneaked out of there versus PME, who I
Oh, yeah, that was
believe
tough. But PME was a champion
was a
team.
champion.
So yeah, so
So
they very good.
they barely sneaked out of there. So you get a tough game the first round. Then you got to come back. I'm not too familiar with LSN Chiefs. So I can't say if they're gonna win or lose that one because I'm not too familiar with it. But it's just the fact that even regardless, no matter what, even if they do beat LSN Chiefs, they gotta go and play DMVU or Legacy U. That's just, I mean, bro, Gorilla. I ain't gonna say they ran or none of that, but I will say this: that's a damn tough road to a championship, bro. That's a tough
Still
road.
gotta give them credit after that.
You got to give them credit because in the championship we'll be waiting PTE Bulldogs or the East Side Raiders.
Hey, shout out to Jarvis, turn the speed, man. I mean, turn the seed. Hey, he says 703 going to win, man. Watch out for the 703 QB Leo. We gonna definitely
We're gonna
tune
watch out, but I believe Watkins gets it back in blood. I believe Watkins gets it black in blood, and y'all out of there. They got to get it back in blood. I believe they get their bike back and they start riding down the street with it. I believe they get their bike back and they start riding down the street with it. But yeah, man. I mean, for them to have to end up with PTE Bulldogs or the Eastside Raiders, which I believe it'll be the Eastside Raiders, after watching that team out of Michigan, dog, they
in.
play some
They
them.
tough.
Yeah, I
They
ain't
tough.
believe y'all at first, man. But
Yeah, they good.
when Darren said go check them out, I was like, all right, let me check them out.
Yeah,
And
that team tough, man. So whoever play them, just
mhm,
prepare, man. That team,
I would love to see that team play a little bit more, bro.
yeah, we gonna definitely watch. We gonna be heavy into the AYF next season. Especially after I got a chance to see all the teams that are in the AYF bracket.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be paying attention to to a lot of them. Now, I knew the main ones, the DMV,
Hmm.
the DMVU, I mean the DMVUs, the primetime elites, you know,
Yeah,
um,
the 9U bracket is very well known bracket. Like
right.
that's big names in there.
But hey, Marcus said it's a non-bias.
It don't feel that way, Marcus.
It don't.
It don't feel that
It
way.
feels
Even
like
for
I'm at the
DMVU,
casino. That's what it feel like. I promise
yeah,
you.
bro. If even for DMVU or even for Legacy U, Legacy U will literally they beat the Blackhawks 20 ball. They beat them 26-6. Now they got to play DMV. If they beat DMV, they would have to play Gorilla Mob just to make it to the championship. Whereas PTE, they got to play the Ridge Road Titans out of Maryland, and the Eastside Raiders got to play the Brooklyn Chiefs, which Brooklyn typically has better older teams than younger teams. Those two play each other and they go to the championship. Whereas, bro, if Gorilla Mob make it, they literally had to go through PME, LSN, and DMV or Legacy U. So man, it's one of those things where whoever wins this AYF, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro, they might be my number 2 team in the country.
I wanted to see my little dog, man. I wanted to see Ramel, man. I wanted to see him do some lockdown versus the North Philly Blackhawks. I wanted to see that matchup. I like their receivers. I like the receivers, but I wanted to see what they was going to be able to do versus Ramel. But
He can't
unfortunately,
let it. He can't let that 12 you
we
go,
may
dog.
we may not get that that
He can't
opportunity.
let it go.
But yeah, go ahead, Fanatic.
No, I'm laughing because man, you just can't let it go, can you?
It's
It's
hard, bro.
just bothering you, bro. It's bothering you so much that the
It is.
game will never happen, bro. The game will never happen. So Tyler Johnson says, Marcus Bennett, what's the point of having a regular season and playing certain teams if you have to do a random drawing at the end of the year? It makes no sense. Maybe I missed in here what your solution was, Tyler. I think I missed because I asked, well, what's the solution?
He said you hit that 30. You see any 30 balls in here?
There was some 30 balls throughout AYF first round.
Mm, he said reply.
Yeah, man, y'all have to tell me what's the solution to the seeding, man, because
I'll tell you the solution.
what's the solution, man?
All the reps that's been the reps get together, they come up with the seating, and then you play the damn thing, you play the game. We already know Fort Lauderdale was the number one team. Okay, let's go from there. Who you putting? You putting either
Okay,
Bounty Boys, I mean not even Bounty Boys, but the North Philly Blackhawks or somebody else, at the number 2 seed, or no, you got 40 ball. No, you don't get no number 2 seed. You 5 seed at best. Okay. So we gonna put the Bounty Boys before y'all.
okay. So Tyler said, "Is the solution is AYF starting their own rankings and doing it weekly?" I'm not mad at that, bro. it's hard because you got a lot of teams, but you don't have a lot of teams come to nationals. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at regional rankings. I'm not even mad at national rankings. But I definitely don't think live drawing. I was all for it 2 weeks ago, y'all. I'm not. When I tell y'all, I will go back and find the clips of me saying I love it. It makes it so nobody can say that they were treated unfairly. Not now. Not now that the North Philly Blackhawks damn near get to walk to the championship if they complete the drill next week versus the Motown Supremes or the Motown, whatever, against Motown, whoever the hell the Motown team is from Detroit. If they finish the drill like they should, the expectation, they get a chance to walk to the championship. And for another year, they're gonna get a chance to say, oh, well, we made it to the championship. I don't give a damn. I don't care.
So
Seal
it
Kevin
seemed
Perry still got AYF rankings. Yeah, he has. I didn't see a lot of AYF rankings from the Seal this year. I think, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I only seen the independent and the governed league rankings. I didn't see him do the breakdown of the AYF rankings like he normally does, where he does go around and gives like what the top teams for the AYF for AYF is. If y'all seen that, then let me know. I'll go find it real quick and shoot it to my dog over here. But I didn't see that this year.
yeah. So based off what he said, and then he's a major role. He plays a major role in the AYF. So whatever he has, then that's what they should have started the seeding on. I think he did a top 15, if I'm
Okay.
not mistaken. Right. So with them, though, you probably gonna have to do a top 25 because there's so many teams that are in the in that bracket. That plays for AYF. But to be honest, man, it just let me know that the live pulling is it's not what we thought it was, man. It to me it kills the anticipation far as certain teams possibly playing versus each other because they might play in the first round and then you looking at the championship and then you got the Ferrari Gator Hoods, playing versus a North Philly Blackhawks. So it's like, I mean, damn, the result of that. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, we'll figure it out, bro. But right now, I'm kind of baffled as to how they have an easier role to
Right,
the
right.
championship than a Fort
Number one
Lauderdale
team.
Hurricane. And in fact, what they should have did was they should have swapped the two out. They should have put North Philly Blackhawks
Mm,
where Fort Lauderdale was.
mm,
Therefore, they will play those games so they can meet them in the championship, not the other way around.
right. Right. One thing about me, man, I believe nationals, we got to get back to nationals being about seeing the games that we want to see. I think I remember at one point in time, nationals was about seeing the games that we want to see. We used to always get the games that we wanted. And again, unless Bounty Boys does something which nobody probably but their parents and them believe that they can do, which is beat the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, which it is chinks in the armor. They're not an unbeatable team. They are a very much beatable team. If you can click on all cylinders this year, if you can click on all cylinders, that means that and limit your mistakes to very minimum. I mean, very minimum mistakes. You have an opportunity. Now the difference is a lot of teams ain't big like Texas Elite. So it's a little nerve wracking to think about it, but if you can limit your mistakes to very minimum mistakes, if you can get your run game going, and then most importantly, if you can get a pass game going, I've seen them versus the pass. They've struggled versus the pass. So if you can get some parity in there where you can do both, there is chinks in the armor. There is something to be said about Fort Lauderdale already having some tough opponents this week, then turning around and coming back well, last week, then turning around and coming back this week and having to put their foot back on the gas again. They've worn, they might be slightly worn down. So there is a chance, there is a path for the Bounty Boys to beat the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, which would, whether they lose AYF or not, if they pull that off, they're the number one team in the country. But so there's a path to beating them, and I'm pretty sure people will call me crazy. Now, do I think it will happen? No. But is there a path to do it? I think y'all gotta agree with me on this. There's a path to do it. I just don't know if it'll be done. But I say all of that to say, bro, that's the only time. Like this, is the only time I'll say I'm a little upset. We're not gonna get the game that we truly wanted. I believe in every other age group. I believe in the 9U age group. Um, I believe in the 9U age group. We getting the games that we want.
Marcus Burnett said, he said, keep y'all over there. Says, stay in Wellington. Nah, man, you know how we do, bro. We keep it solid, man. He says, Ken, you like Ali. I can't talk to you. I didn't like Ali. I
You,
said,
I'm about to say, go ahead and say what you said now.
yeah, I selected him. I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Which it'll never happen again, Coach
Oh
Marcus.
no, you won't have to.
It will. If Ali comes back from for 12U, they start at 50. They start at 50. It'll never happen again. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. No, it ain't. And that's why I won't believe in the Miami Garden Ravens either. No, hey, Coach Heavy, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm looking at this AYF division. Y'all might have to play whoever come out of this. Y'all might have to. We gonna have to figure out. Are y'all having the third annual? I believe it's the third. Y'all having the y'all having the third annual 9U Bessemer showcase. I know people don't like the word tournament showcase because whoever win this, man, I'm gonna start politicking the day they win it to let them know that they got to come to Bessemer and play, bro. I'm gonna politic every month to whoever win AYF that they got to come because whoever make it out of that, that's some stuff right there, bro. Like that's some stuff. DMV, they got to buy. Which also, how do they determine who gets to buy? How do they determine?
Yeah, I would like.
Co-markets. How do they determine who gets to buy? If everybody playing for the same thing, how do you determine who gets to buy? But if DMV beat Legacy U, then they turn around and beat a Gorilla Mob, then they turn around and beat, either PTE or Eastside Raiders. We got to see them in July, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If Gorilla Mob, who beat the former champs, PME, then turn around and beat DMV or Legacy U, just to turn around and beat again Eastside or P. We got to see. Like, come on, bro. So, okay. So DMVU was just randomly selected as the team that get to buy. Ain't no way in hell you're gonna tell me for a lot of that was randomly selected as the team that get to buy. Now you ain't gonna tell me that, co-market. Somebody lying about this random stuff. Somebody lying, bro.
They put in the call and tell them we want to come AYF, but we ain't gonna be able to come to certain days. So they say, you know what? We just gonna give you the buy. I think that's how that went down. That's exactly how I think that it went down.
Oh, we still talking about last year. I can't believe you, PA. I can't believe you too football knowledgeable to be still talking about last year. You're talking about last year, and we almost in a whole new year.
He said, been like that. The only difference they opened the bracket up to 16. So it's 10 to 16 teams in the most brackets. And that's what I'm saying. If it was supposed to be a 16 bracket, how in the hell do they only got teams that they can play while asleep and still win the game? But everybody else is in a dogfight.
Everybody else in a dogfight, bro. It's a dogfight. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think, man, open it up. I never thought that I would like having that many teams in the Nationals. I never thought I would like it, bro. I never did. But for example, when I look at that 9U, bro, and I see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I see 11 teams, and I look at a day where you had, I guess you had 3 blowouts. But we're gonna get the games that we want, though. We're gonna get the games that we want. That right there in itself, bro. For me, the fact that I get PTE and the Eastside Raiders, I get DMV versus Legacy U. I get to see Gorilla Mob possibly play one of those teams. Then I get to see PT or East. I get to see if the Eastside Raiders can sustain this. I don't know how we gonna do it, bro. We got to get the Eastside Raiders in the South. I got to get y'all in the South next year. The Eastside Raiders, man. We gonna have to get y'all at the tournament down here in the South, preferably at that Bessemer tournament, man. We need the top dogs at that one. But we need to see that team, that Eastside Raiders team. I need to see it in person. I need to see what that thing look like eye to eye.
Yeah, I think they're a really good team, man. That's somebody that I felt like they can mix it up pretty well. And like it's just a matter of them playing versus certain teams, and we can know like how for real it is. Even though they play versus a team that you didn't really want to give no credit to,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, man, let's look at this bracket real quick. Let me see if I'm able to. I'm sorry, y'all. 1 second. Hopefully, it's not super wide, but let me check. All right, so for this one,
He's not letting it go. He's not letting it go.
so this is the side. Now, the only team that they got to play now is versus what's that team right there? The Motown Chargers, and then they in the championship. And I'm trying to figure out why would they have least path to resistance if Fort Lauderdale is supposed to be that team. That's the only thing I'm really trying to figure out. That's it. Other than that, like I think everything else is pretty much smooth, man. But I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about the Bounty Boys because Bounty Boys, they have a harder road.
The
If they don't
hardest.
if they don't make it, then I mean we understand why.
It's
Shout out to
okay.
them. It's okay. Y'all played the best, you know. They gotta hopefully they'll be able to avenge their loss, versus the 703 and play versus Lauderdale Hurricanes because Bounty Boys probably be the only team that's confident enough to actually compete versus a Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody else is pretty much scared of them. When they come in there, they 14 points up automatically. And then you even seen when my guys, North Philly played them, like they didn't even want to tackle. They didn't want to tackle, but some people are saying that it's going to be different now because they're not playing with they're not playing with certain players.
Right.
So that's what we banking on.
You
Shouldn't
know
you?
what, man? Is that why Coach Jarvis Turnip Seed saying 703 or Bounty Boy is gonna win the ship? Is that why he's maybe saying that? Because he's counting on the Canes not being able to have all some of the players that they had um,
It might be.
at YNC,
Yeah,
because
it might.
that's a very bold statement to make. Like that's a very, because it's one of those things that even if the Bounty Boys make it to the championship, once you get through, once they got to get through the team they playing, 703, then you got to turn around and play for Lauderdale. I mean, you kind of beat up once you make it to the championship. So I mean, it could go two ways. It could go where they get there and the path was so difficult that now they're beat up, or
Oh,
Coach
look, he wanted. Look at Tyler starting stuff because you
Coach
already know
Tim, bro. You think they go for a lot of they're gonna blow that New York team out like they don't. I don't think maybe two tubs, maybe two tubs. No 30 ball, right? Though I don't think they gonna 30 ball the folks. I mean, hell, they did almost. I think they 30 balled Osceola, so it is possible. Um,
Let me answer this, bro.
Go ahead.
My guy Tyler said, he says, Ken, what's your take on AYF charging families for live streams? Dynamite parents barely could afford to go, but now they have to pay to watch their kids. That's low down this. And to be honest, I just want to say this: to pay all that money, damn, Wi-Fi ain't included. Why you? I mean, damn, that's not included.
There are people recording games, bro.
I mean, I'm saying
Yeah,
there are
there's
people
live
recording
streaming.
it,
Yeah, there's
but
live.
to what I'm gonna say to this is how you know kind of people are not mostly with the time, right? Because to charge somebody to look at your event at this time. Now in the future, I can agree, right? I can agree. You got to make some money. You got to make a little bit. But damn, I mean, how much money paying $6 million just on registration alone? So I mean, whatever. All right,
He
cool.
on one today, bro. I'm not
But
lying to y'all.
but I'm saying no, this is what I'm looking at. You want as many eyes with especially with a C1N on the rising. You want as many eyes on your organization as possible.
Right.
Because somebody like me, I ain't paying to watch the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna pay. I'm just not. I got other stuff that I gotta pay for. So if they should want as many eyes as possible on those games. So I don't agree with it, but at the end of the day, they've been around probably for I don't know how long, but for probably as long as I've been born. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, I can't tell them, "Hey, nah, bro, you shouldn't do that." Because it's some people that's going to pay and it's going to be more that's not
Right.
that's not going to watch it. So therefore, I mean, they're going to lose viewership. That's the only thing I can say about that. But man, shout out to the people that's throwing the organization, the event. He said they always been doing that type of drawing. It used to be a bingo drawing. Now I still feel like bingo. He said,
Hey,
John,
bro, why are y'all? Why are you? Please stop talking to this man.
hey,
Hey,
so
man, something else too, though, man.
what's
Another,
up?
another, another amazing bracket where we're gonna get a game that we won again. We are 13U is on the crash course for the OG Ducks to play the Miami Garden Ravens in the championship.
Is this on Zort's? Because I'm trying
No,
to get I'm trying to get the rest of their bracket so I can actually pull it up
I'm
so
gonna
I
send
can
it
talk
to you.
about it.
I'm gonna
It's
send
not
it
on.
to
Oh yeah. Send it to me. Send it to the IG.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, because I'm trying to pull these up so we can basically talk about the teams. Because I know they probably want to hear.
Yeah, man, because I think that 13U bracket, bro, is to me, honestly, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's the most competitive bracket out there. Like, I wouldn't say 13U out of all the brackets. I wouldn't say that it's the most competitive bracket. But what I would say is I believe we're gonna get the game that we ultimately want. I believe the OG Ducks versus PTE is a game that we all wanted. Right. It's a game that we all wanted to see, and to see that game in the first round of AYF, bro, is amazing. And to be on a crash course, um,
Hey
I'm
Marcus,
talking about. I
we
think
don't
the
hate.
OG.
We
I
don't hate.
think OG Ducks 11U or 10U. I can't remember. It's either their 10 or 11U lost today, Coach Tim. But the OG Ducks 13U, of course, they did not lose today. They won. They beat PTE, which sucks, man. That we got that in the first round as well. I would love to see that team get rolling a little bit. Um, but we're on a crash course to get the Miami Garden Ravens versus the OG Ducks in the championship if they both handle business.
That's
There
who
are
we
people
met.
going live. There are people going. Are there are people going live? Professionals, y'all, not just anybody. For example, my dog EF, he was live at many games today. Um, man, if I would have known that y'all did not know all the people that was going live, I would have told y'all. I'm gonna see if I can before we get off of the live. I'm gonna see if I can try to recall everybody that is everybody that is going live. But there's about four different entities that are going live throughout the AYF games. You know, it's set up similar to YNC, not the exact same, similar. Where they do have spots, they stand, they go live, they talk about the game, you know, all of that good stuff. So there's about four entities that are doing that for free. They're doing it for free. You just kind of got to know who's doing it and catch it. You know, if I can't get it tonight, I'll make sure that by the time I come on tomorrow, I'll have it. Oh, Jarvis Turnip Seed. If you get a chance, you could pull his up. Uh, Ken Jarvis Turnip Seed. You missing one though, Jarvis, because it's four people, if I'm not mistaken. You missing one. I just can't remember which one you missing. But EF was live. Local locker room. They're definitely live. And timeout with Tone is live. But there's four. There should be four teams that are actually four people that are actually live. And I watched all of them today, so I know that it's got to be like four people that's live. But ultimately, dog, we getting some good games. We getting the games that we want. You know, we getting the games that we want. Um,
All right, so let's
hey,
we're
what's
gonna
the upset?
I wanna go to the AU. We're gonna go to the AU. I'm gonna pull it up because, like I told the people, man, Frankfurt Charger is a team that I feel is a really good team, bro. They've been super underrated for all this time. Even last year, bro, they were like they were a solidified team that I don't think that people really, gave credit to. They was
Mm-hmm.
undefeated for the majority of the season. I think they just got popped in when it came to like the AYF championship. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the one thing that they got to get going this year. So we got the what is that? The
The North Carolina Giants,
North
absolutely,
Carolina Giants,
absolutely.
right? So they end up beating the Southfield Falcons, which is a really good organization. We got the Hampton Road.
Hey, 30 ball is
They
crazy,
beat
bro.
Vegas Strong, bro.
30 ball,
Vegas Strong is really known for like their older kids. They kind of
yeah,
like a OG Ducks.
absolutely.
The older kids is the ones that actually that be really good. I remember I remember like a few years ago, man. They had Vegas Strong. They were pretty much beating everybody. The OC Buckeyes. They were beating the OG Ducks. Man, them dudes was huge. The only person that was bigger than them was this team called Winter Circle. So I'm not shocked that Vegas Strong actually lost. But I'm shocked that they lost to a team called the Hampton Road Ramblers. I'm not going. I mean, that name alone, you got to play your heart out. I mean, you got to run through the kids and make sure that you save face. But now, shout out to the Hampton Road Ramblers. Then we got the Patriots. They end up losing to the Midwest Hawks. Then we got Mega in California, which I am shocked. I'm shocked at Mega. Mega is a team they play in an organization called the Yes League, which is a pretty dope league. But then they come out here, they got 30 ball.
There's 30 balls throughout
They,
eight. It's
yeah,
crazy.
they got 30 ball. Okay. So then you got Hair Academy, great organization, just wasn't great today. End up getting beat by the Herbert Hoover Dirty Birds Elite Sam Hawk Pistons. Okay, by 33. Okay. And then we had the Brooklyn Chiefs.
Known for their older teams.
Known. Okay, they lost to the Marshall Heights Bisons, and that's why I'm saying next year we're going to. And then the last one is the Frankfurt. Frankfurt end up winning, so they going to the next bracket. So then now we got the Ramblers versus Midway Hawks. Then we got the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes versus the Herbert Hubert Dirty Birds Elite. And then we got Marshall Heights versus the Bisons, Frankfurt Chargers. Now, who do I think go win? I definitely think that the Midwest Hawks will lose to the Hampton Road Ramblers. I think they will lose to them. Obviously, Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes on the path to the championship. I think they will win. And then we got the Marshall Heights Bitons. And I think Frankfurt Chargers, like I've been telling y'all,
Mm,
very underrated.
right.
I think this year they don't make the same mistake. Don't be surprised if this team ends up in a championship. But I will say this: if they got to play the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, we're gonna end that short. We're gonna counsel that idea, that theory, okay, that philosophy, the thought, because Fort Lauderdale Hurricane, they bring something that's very that's very tangible, right? Which is they bring shiftiness, they bring a really,
I was just about to say, I don't think anybody has seen any type of speed that the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes is going to bring. And I'm
yeah.
gonna tell y'all the same. It's somewhat similar. It's not as fast, but what the North Carolina Giants are going to bring to y'all, I'm telling y'all, y'all ain't seen nothing like it. But definitely that Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes team, I don't think anybody has seen the speed. Um, that Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes team has. I but I don't I think they can beat Herbert Hoover. I don't see them coming out of that third round though. I just don't. I don't see
You
them
don't see
coming
the
out of
Hurricane coming out the third round?
I don't see them coming out of the third round. I see them ending. I see their run ending in that third round. If if that Frankfurt team makes it. I think the physicality of that Frankfurt team is too much for the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. I really believe the only team that can handle uh, the aggression of these northern teams while still maintaining speed integrity is the North Carolina Giants AU.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. I like Frankfurt,
Hmm.
but I think if they end up playing versus the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, bro, I don't know. It might be an early, vacation for them. But it depends. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna see how they, faring against what's the team that they play I just mentioned?
You said Frankfurt. They played Marshall Heights Benson out of DC.
Yeah, so I think if they get past them, they really got a really great chance at making it to the championship. I just think if they gotta play the Fort Lauderdale Hurricane, but some reason, bro, the only thing that I'm really equating that to is the offense. Could they stop the offense?
Right.
And that's the biggest question. Now, I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion, but what I am saying is that like they have to be better than they was last year.
Right.
Last year, I think that they felt like they were better than everybody else, and then it end up kind of biting them. So if Frankfurt stay like if they stay poised, they stay hungry, they stay locked in, bro, that's a team that can possibly win the whole thing. And that's just all honesty, but who knows? Who knows?
Are we able to bring that 9U up?
Yeah, I'm about to get ready to do it now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely want to talk 9U ball with y'all, man. Um, and I appreciate that National Sports Chat for bringing up all these brackets so the people can see, um, what we got going on. And again, we're talking AYF right now, y'all. We're talking AYF football. We're talking AYF brackets. We're talking who do we think is going to win? Who do we believe is the best? I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, man. It's just some good football being played. Um, And I'm sorry, Bison, Bison. It's Bison. Money, muscle, and entertainment. Ain't gonna let my country self get away with anything with not saying it right. It's Bison. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Uh,
So, all right. So, y'all looking at this bracket, we got the DMVU no limit. I think they only lost one game this year, right? Shout out to them. They got the bye, right? They got the bye. And I'll say this, they got a hard road.
real
The
hard.
Legacy Tar Heels is not is a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yes, I do have the DMVU coming, DMVU no limit coming out of there, right? Against they scathed their way out of there, right? Then we got the LSN Chiefs. Now the Gorilla Mob, I think they end up barely winning, right? They end up barely winning 12-6. But the thing is, I think that they outmatch the LSN Chiefs because I think that the size will play a major role when it comes to that game. So I got the Gorilla Mob playing versus the DMVU. All right. So then we had the Bears. I mean, I'm sorry, the Primetime Elite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beating the Ridge Road Titans. Okay, but now they play the East Side Raiders. Now, if the East Side Raiders is anything like I believe they are,
Right.
okay? If they anything that I believe that they are, they gonna win that game. They gonna win versus the Primetime Elite. Now, shout out to the Primetime Elite.
That's big talk right there, dog. That's big talk.
Shout out to them. But if the coaches don't choke, it's a thing about the coaches been choking lately. If the coaches don't choke and they dial it up the way that they did versus Speed Demon, we got Eastside Raiders beating Primetime Elite. That's a big if. What type of game plan scheme that the Eastside Raiders is coming out with? Because I
Right.
know they can pass the ball. I know they got them big boys that can run the ball. I
Right.
know they got a solid offensive line, but can they get them to perform on the road to the championship? So that's the big if. But what's your thoughts, Fanatic?
Um, man, this is actually, bro. This is one of my favorite brackets, bro. Like the 9U is one of my favorite, and that's what I was saying a little bit earlier, bro. The first rounds were what we expect them to be. To be honest with y'all, I don't think that we seen anything in the first round that we didn't expect to see. Um, I would say that I did kind of think PME would beat Gorilla Mob, and if you watch the game, it came down to the end. Like literally, I want to say PME was probably on the 15-yard line, maybe the 10-yard line. Um, and they just ended up not being able to pull it out. I think they ended up having a turnover, if my memory serves me correctly. But yeah, bro, I thought PME honestly was about to score and beat Gorilla Mob, and I was literally gonna say, "Damn, Gorilla Mob." But what I like about what AYF has done is, they've made it where every team gets an opportunity to play. Now in this second round, we're gonna get the games that we want. We're gonna get to see DMVU versus Legacy U. Man, that's a hard. I'm going to choose DMVU despite Legacy U being that team. I'm going to choose DMVU because I just believe that DMVU is just a little more battle tested, right? And I believe that in the end, it's kind of going to be a guerrilla mob situation where PME is battle tested as well. They're former winners. Um, Gorilla Mob is a little more battle tested to me, in my opinion, y'all, because they play, and it's really because of the league that they play in as well. But I believe DMVU wins that game, and they end up playing Gorilla Mob, And the way Gorilla Mob looked today, I don't know if it's gonna get any better. And I gotta stick with what I just said about DMVU and how they've kind of played some tough stuff all year. I believe DMVU wins that game, and they end up seeing. It's very hard to go against the Eastside Raiders and what they've accomplished. But I'm gonna stick with the South, man. I can't go with no too damn. I can't go with a DC team and a North team. It just ain't in me, dog. It just ain't in me. So I'm gonna go with PTE versus DMVU in the championship. But unfortunately, the damn DMVU team wins.
Man, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised neither. But I don't think that the road is going to be as easy as it. I ain't gonna even say last year, but I don't think it's gonna be super easy. But it's a possibility. It's a strong possibility. But I also wouldn't be surprised if a team like GMU actually wins the whole
I
thing.
wouldn't be surprised either, bro. I wouldn't be. It's not a shocker at all. It's not even a troll. It's not a aha. It's literally like, bro, we don't know who the hell can win this. Like,
Mhm.
we don't know, bro. PTE, Eastside Raiders, Gorilla Mob, DMVU, Legacy. Like this, it ain't like this past week at the YNC where we all knew Bessemer would win. Right? It's nothing like that. This is one of them times where we genuinely don't know who the hell can win this game, man. And it's one of them things, man. If the Eastside Raiders win, they got to come outside for that 10U year. Like, I want to see them outside, man. I don't know if we all got to send them $10 and they're gonna have to start some type of fund, and everybody in America gonna have to send them about $10 or $20 so we can get them folks outside. Um, so
All right, so we're gonna go to the next bracket.
money. Can we please put what Money Muslin said about me on the thing?
What do you say? Where
Menard
you at?
said one thing about you, fanatic. You keep it a buck, Slim. I gotta respect you. If set tripping was a person, it's you. That's all I want you to know, bro. That's all I ask for. That is that people understand. I have the courage of my conviction. And you know what's sad, bro? Like Money Muscling. You want to know what's really sad, bro? I truly believe these things. I really be believing these things. He would tell y'all that I really believe more crazy stuff than y'all even get to hear. He gets to hear all of the crazy stuff that I believe is going to really happen. When I come on here, I only give y'all about 25% of the nonsense that I believe can happen.
It is political response.
I give y'all my political response. Behind closed doors, I talk crazier than this. I be thinking that, like, bro, I be thinking some of the craziest stuff gonna happen. It never does. But in my mind, there's a chance that if this happens, then this. If you know what it is, bro, I'm gonna tell you what it is, Money Muscling. It's just these folks can't coach, bro. I'm just gonna put it out there. These folks can't coach because it be so. Some of these kids be equally matched, bro. Some of these kids be equally matched, but it be these coaches, bro. One, they're I don't feel like a lot of coaches have instilled that you can that they put their shoulder pads on just like you. They haven't instilled that in their kids enough. Then the second thing is, I just don't feel like people have game plans. I think people just go into games saying we're gonna do what we've always done, and they don't try to add nothing to their repertoire. They don't try to say, hey, look, we're gonna add this in, like AYF, for example. I think it's about 2 days in between y'all games. That is enough to get a practice in and add one or two things that can change the landscape of a game. But I don't believe no coach gonna do it. I believe coaches are going to sit there and just say, whatever got us here, we just gonna keep doing it. And that's okay. But you gotta add something, right? Whether it be, hey, we're gonna stop this, we're gonna stop that. Hey, I see in the last game they struggled with misdirection. Let's add two, plays, and let's add two misdirection plays. Let's add a double reverse, right? We seen a hook and ladder from an 8U team last week, bro. Like these things can be added, and I just be believing that coaches are going to coach. But you know what? Next year in 2025, I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing it. In 2025, y'all, I'm done believing that coaches are going to coach. I'm only going to believe what they put in front of me from now on. If I ain't seen you coach nothing all year long, I'm just gonna stop believing, bro. But I be believing, dog, that coaches are gonna come out there and be like, okay, cool. I believe that the team that's playing Gorilla Mob, go back, watch the game with PTE, find what they did. I mean, yeah, find with PME, find what PME did right to get that game like that. Take some of that stuff. I got a day or two. Let me try to add one or two things in. But instead, they ain't gonna do it, bro. I don't know. I'm over here just. I'm getting myself upset, bro, because it's not gonna happen.
He said, "Hey, T Street, this is AYF teams." He says, "Pop Warner."
No. Oh yeah, man. We gotta talk some other stuff, man. We can't just talk one. We gotta talk it all. Y'all know we
Yeah,
really
we
love.
talk it all.
Yeah,
Hey, it would have been better if y'all would have sent us more videos of y'all. You know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
only thing we missing. Yeah,
That's the only thing. Like, at least that's where the YNC really got y'all. They got videos, up the wazoo. Y'all don't post videos like that.
absolutely. You
So
know,
he
send
said,
us
I don't
schedules,
know.
man.
Running.
We talk a lot of North Philly. We talk a lot of Bounty Boys. Bounty Boys, bro, they make sure that we can see every single game that they play. The Bounty Boys 12U team. I think, man, they got players that make highlight. They tag us. They hit us up. They let us know what all their games are going like. Each game that they play, bro, they let us know what's going on. If every team did that, bro, like I promise y'all, some of y'all teams, some of the AYF teams that shout out to Coach Darren and shout out to the Seal, shout out to R&R, Rough and Ruckus, shout out to them for what they do with AYF teams. He really does put us on a lot of teams.
Facts. He's Tyler said, any chance you get to bring that Bama team up, you bring it up, you can. What he say? He said you should become the mascot next year.
Hey. I'm like the GM around here. All right, I'm like the GM around here. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the biggest, I'ma talk the biggest and the realest every chance I get. And for me, bro, I'ma be real with you too, Coach Tyler. I'm one of those guys, bro. I don't want to see people play the same guys. I don't, bro. Like with the East Side Raiders, with what they doing, I would love to see them play. Because I'm of the mindset that we can't keep saying that this is the number one team in the country, but they're only playing the same 4 or 5 teams. Right? I'm just of the mindset like, how can we get more competition and more parity amongst each other? Right? It don't even gotta be a YNC or AYF or a C1N or it can if I think I really in all honesty believe that all the coaches should get together and make their own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to take anything from a league or anything like that, but I believe that they should just get together and compete because the East Side Raiders got something to say about somebody else being the number one team. You
Right,
know what
right.
I'm saying? Like I would have loved to see Gorilla Mob, come back to come up out of Texas this year and compete a little bit more. Like I'm just of the mindset. How can we get, all of these teams that we're so called claiming to be number one, two, three, four, five
Play
to
versus.
compete against each other?
How can we do that? He said, shout out to Money Muscle Entertainment. He said, I really get so much knowledge from y'all on youth football. Because I got a 7-year-old grandson that play in DC. So y'all keep me on game. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Tyler Jones. He said, we're not getting paid. We're gonna stream the games. We want to stream. Me and EF come here and stay for a week on our dime. Hey man, shout out to Marcus,
And
man.
that's what I was saying. There's about 3 or 4 platforms that's out there streaming the game. So there are definitely some games being streamed and whatnot. Um, are you going to another bracket, Ken?
Yeah. I'm about to go right now. Let me see.
Which one you going to next? 10U,
To
11U,
the
12U?
10U.
Okay. And we'll make sure that we tell y'all um what brackets, what teams are in there, because I know it's a little hard to see, but we're trying to give it to y'all.
All right. So see, they already know the bracket. This is why I'm actually able to do it like this.
Yeah.
Um, but okay, let me see this. All right. All right. So for the 10U, we got Elite Boys out of New Jersey. They beat the mess out of PME Bear.
PME. Yeah.
Okay. All right, shout out to them. They going to the next round. Then you got the OG Ducks traveling for no reason just to get smacked up.
30
Okay. It did Southfield
balls.
got 30 balls. Okay. Then we got West Baltimore Ravens. They end up punking Legacy Hurricanes,
It's an upset.
out of 1 point.
Yeah.
So now West Baltimore, they had a hard fought game just to lose versus the Mac Dolphins. Okay, then we got the New Jersey Knights Elite. Didn't even put up a point versus
30 ball.
got 30 balled. Okay. DMVU Ferrari did what they do. Kind of struggled in the game today versus North Philly. In the first half, none of them boys can move the ball at all.
Yeah.
I don't even think they got past the 50 but one time. But shout out to them. Shout out to the DMVU Ferrari, the champions. Shout out to them. Then we got Benson Bruin out of Washington doing what they do, putting the smackdown versus Brooklyn Chiefs, and they didn't even score. I don't even think they pinched them. So, hey,
30.
it is what it is. So, second round, we got Elite Boys out of New Jersey playing Southfield. Then we got the West Baltimore Ravens playing Mac Dolphins. Then we got the DMVU playing Benson Bruins. Okay, let's see. I got Southfield
Yeah.
beating the Elite Boys out of New Jersey. Man, they had a really good game the first game, but Southfield, man, they bring an element, to the playoff that I don't think most people understand. I think just by underestimation, Southfield win that game. Okay.
Right.
But so this game right here automatically takes them to the championship. Okay. So from my understanding, where I'm confused, I thought DMV U Ferrari is one of the top teams in this bracket are the Mac Dolphins. So I don't understand how in the hell that the West Baltimore Ravens, I mean the Mac Dolphin, if um advance to the next level, they will have to play versus the DMVU Ferrari boys or Benson Bruins.
Live random drawing, man.
Hey, this is
Just accept it.
This is this is weird. All right. Anyway,
This is weird.
okay. So you got the elite boys. Southfield going to the championship just to get
Mhm.
blew out by who I got. I'm gonna go with Mac Dolphins. I
Okay.
think Mac Dolphins is gonna win it. Hey, shout out to the DMVU Ferrari boys. Now I know, see, knowing my guy, Coach Al, this is added motivation for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Mac Dolphins. But I think Mac Dolphins,
Bro,
I
that's real.
I think Mac Dolphins. What happened?
Nah, I'm just saying, bro. Like, I thought I was the only person over here thinking, like, y'all know how DMVU feels about this type of stuff, bro. Like, y'all know they don't, when they feel slighted, they find a way, bro. The DMVU and their coaching staff finds a way. And we slighting them against the Mac Dolphins is the type of motivation that they need to go out there and beat the Mac Dolphins. I've seen it. That's why I tell y'all there's certain age groups that I no longer slight when it comes to the to DMV, the Maryland area, bro. And that team right there is one of those teams, bro, where I wouldn't be sleeping too much on that team.
Oh no, I'm not sleeping. I just think right now, far as a national, I mean, even though they out of I think they North Carolina, right? McDuff. And I just feel like they are battle tested. I feel like the only team that really gave them, a a beating was Voodoo. There ain't no shame in that. I just think
Right.
they learned from it and it made them a better team. So I think that they advance. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
But
there's
I do
tough teams,
know
bro. That DMVU team tough.
this is the one thing I think I do know. I think I do know this. I think that it would be Ferrari boys playing versus the Mac Dolphins if everything goes the way that I believe it will, out of those two. But
Yeah,
whichever one of those teams that go to the championship is the one who wins it.
I
That's,
agree.
that's my personal opinion.
I agree with that. And because I'm telling you right now, Aisha, I feel the same way. Whether it's Mac, whether it's DMV, or whether it's Benson Bruins, I don't believe West Baltimore. Shout out to West Baltimore, man, for even making it that far. I don't believe that they make it, but I believe Mac, DMVU, or the Benson Bruins all have a chance to make to the championship. And I'm sleeping on Southfield. I'm sleeping on Southfield. I got the window open. I got the air turned to about 66, and I got the fan on. I'm sleeping, and it's blowing in my face. I'm sleeping really, really good, mouth open, sleeping. Right, I'm sleeping. So I definitely believe if Mac, DMVU, or Benson make it to the championship, I just believe that they're just too prepared. They're too good of football teams. I don't think Southfield has an opportunity to win those games. So I'm sleeping with the air on, the fan, and the window open all at the same time.
All right. So let's go to that. Man, hold on. Let's go to this 11U. And I did the same thing.
Man, shout out to 11U for having a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, a 14 team bracket. Now, you get a lot of blowouts when you have 14 team bracket, but it's to even I mean, like, am I the only person that's just astonished by that, bro? That is shocked that 14 teams are showing up to play in a national championship series. I'm just shocked by that, bro. I really am. And to me, that just shows that when we say there's a lot of scary stuff, the Miami Garden Ravens have won this league, what, 4 times in a row? They've won AYF 4 times in a row. Teams can't be that scary. Like, they can't be that scary if they willing to come play, knowing that Miami Garden Ravens have won 4 times in a row, knowing that Beast Den has been outside all year, right? Teams can't be that scary. Even the West Seven Rams, a tough football team. North Philly still in. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They don't look that scared. Everybody's saying Miami gonna win by 2, 3 touchdowns, but for some reason, them other 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, them other 13 teams don't feel that way. Yeah, because we've seen when teams feel like they're gonna get blown out, they don't show the hell up. They don't even waste their money coming down. But it's 13 teams that feel like it's pretty sweet over there right now, and I don't blame them. I agree with them.
Absolutely. He said, funny how these boys can make it to Florida, but can't travel during the year. Only good competition. Man,
Streets.
he said 30 about.
It's
All
been
right, he said,
30 balls in
go
the
to the
first round.
following
It's
page to
crazy.
time out with Tone. So so we about to get back to the other one. Coach Black, shout out to you. He said a team to watch for next year out of Cali, 13U, Hit Squad, aka Supreme Team. And you can ask Chewy about them. Nah, look, I've been talking about the Hit Squad. Haven't I told you? San
Yeah,
Jose
you
hit
have.
squad.
Yeah, you have.
I've been telling them about the San Jose hit squad. I already know.
I gotta see it with my eyes, coach.
Coach
I
Black.
don't believe nothing you, Chewy, and that man say about no Cali team.
Oh my God. All right.
I just don't, bro. If y'all three say it, maybe if all y'all say it, I'll believe it. But one or two of y'all just not enough to verify Cali. It's just too biased. It's just too biased.
Darian told you Dynamite was good. You still ain't
Yes,
believing.
nah, they went D2. They went D2.
He
You
told
know
you they
what I'm saying?
good. And
It's like PA Trench is talking about Philly teams. He's biased when it comes to Philly. He's biased. When it comes to a team coming anywhere out of Pennsylvania, PA Trenches is a little biased.
hey, Asia, it's not me. I said I got Southfield winning at least that game. Okay.
Yeah,
I
they'll make
ain't
it to the
sleeping
championship.
on it.
They'll
I
make the
think they make
championship.
it to the championship
Me
for sure.
too.
I do
And
think.
then when they make it to the championship, how do you feel?
I don't think they win.
Okay, so that's all I was saying. I believe they make it to the championship, but I don't believe that they win. I don't believe that they win that football game. And I right now I'm sleeping on them with my fan on, the window open, and the air turned down in the 60s.
Hey,
Sleep.
hey, Coach Marcus. Yeah, I know he coached the 9U, but I think when he the ain't he now the like the president of the org though, right? So that's why I always mention him when it comes to all teams. He says Mac will blow everybody out until they get to the ship. I think DMVU repeats or Southfield wins. I love an underdog story. So you says Mac will blow everybody out until they get to the ship. They can't get to the ship without beating DMVU. They got to beat DMVU.
Yeah. And that's the thing, bro. Mac or DMVU gonna be so battle tested when they see Southfield. I just don't see it, man. I believe Southfield would have did better if they would have been somewhere else in the bracket play. Um, yeah, sorry, Southfield. You know. But Coach Asia, I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Asia. You made it. You made it down there. You won a game in the first round. You'll probably win a second round game. Um, and y'all will probably end up in a championship. But unfortunately, you ain't got enough. You ain't got enough.
Shout out to Courtney Michelle, the stylist. Uh, let me see. He said Beast In versus MGR. All right, so I think we in 11U bracket right now. If I'm
Let's
not
talk that talk.
all right, bet. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we got whoo, this bracket is crazy.
It's a
They skipping
16.
people ahead and hey, I don't know if I like live balls. No, I don't think I like lies no more. I don't think I like it no
It's
more.
first of all, can we talk about a 14 team bracket, bro?
Yes. All right.
How do you
So
feel
first,
about that?
I like it.
I
More
love
teams to compete.
I love it,
You
bro. I
gotta say
really do.
your road to success is much harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no situation where you only playing 2 games and then you win it. Like, nah, you really gotta go through the gauntlet. You gotta play, let me see, at least minimum 3 games to get there. All right. In some cases, 2 games
Right.
with the Brick City Lions. All right, so all right, we got Brick City Lions lost to Columbia Knights, and I think everybody
They
people
beat.
had Columbia winning. I think a lot of people had Columbia winning that
Mhm.
game. Shout out to Brick City Lions. Um, then we got St. Louis Trackhawks. They lost versus the Miami Garden Ravens as
30 ball.
expected.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, but the one thing that I'm trying to figure out, they said that they have Brick City Lions, right?
Hmm.
Versus Miami, but then they got Brick City Lions, and then it says to be announced.
Yeah, that's a typo
There's
to
a
me.
typo.
I
Okay.
believe that's a typo. I
And
believe
we
that
don't know with the live drawing. I mean, we just can't suspect that
yeah,
it's a
that's
typo.
a typo, man.
Hey,
Beast in.
if you ask me, this whole bracket is a typo. Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Probably that's a typo, man. That's a
Okay.
typo.
So we
Beast End
got
will be playing Miami Gardens, which will not be a walk in the park for Miami.
all right. So we got Apex Black Wolves. Right. They
Mhm.
lost to the East End Tigers.
Beast End. That's Beast End.
I know. I,
Which
I think it's
Apex is a
real name.
really good team, y'all. I didn't know they were that good. Shout out to Nevada.
Now, this is where I am confused. Okay. Because when you look over to the next bracket, where the hell is the Beast End at? Beast End just beat the hell out of Apex Black Wolf trenches. Okay. They just beat the hell out of them. Then here, they just beat the Ferrari boys. They beat them. Okay. So we got hair going, and then they are playing versus the OG Ducks, which beat primetime elite Bulldogs, 39-6. Okay. So next one, we got the top dogs out of Ohio. They play versus the West 7 Rams.
Which shocks me. I thought West 7 wins that game.
Okay. Yeah. So all right. But then the last one, we got Havoc getting blown out versus the Blackhawks. Now, I get a Blackhawks a lot of flack only. And,
Yeah.
and I need y'all to see me. I need
It's
y'all
a
to see me.
that was disgusting. That's nasty work, bro.
I need y'all to see me when I
That's
say it.
nasty work, Havoc. Nasty work. It'll be a minute before y'all touch a ranking with me. That's nasty work.
Yeah.
Nasty work. That's just that ain't it. But yeah, it's a typo, man. Brick City should be on a bye, which I believe hurts them in the long run, being on that bye. But Brick City is on a bye, and then we'll see Beast End play the Miami Garden Ravens, which I seen someone say it's a 3-tub game, which that's crazy. Beast End like that for y'all to say 3 tubs.
Yeah.
Beast End's like that, bro. I don't believe Miami's on a 3-tub anybody.
But here's the thing, okay? When it comes to the North Philly Blackhawks,
Mhm.
I know they're a great organization. It's just that I just don't like how some of them move, right? I didn't like how I gave the North Philly Blackhawk all this praise, and then I criticized one thing about them, and then they made it seem like I always talk bad. Okay, this is like a moment of Keisha Cole when she say, "I should have cheated as much as you accuse me of cheating." Okay, it's one of those moments. If I'm giving y'all praise, accept the fact that I am giving y'all praise. If I critique one thing, just say, "Oh nah,
I'm sorry.
respect me. He respect us. He give us a lot of credit. He always showing us love." That ain't what y'all did. Y'all basically tried to chew my head off for making a pick versus y'all one time. One time. And y'all made it seem like I was just the ops. Okay? But that's what you get.
What you should have did, bro?
Bro, like Keisha Cole,
I should have cheated.
I should have cheated. So it's that case. Now, I'm gonna learn from her mistakes. Okay? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna tell y'all, since y'all accusing me of hating, I'm gonna hate.
Hey, I might as well.
I
I
might as
might as
well.
well.
Yeah, it ain't like I'm getting credit for showing love anyway. That's the case. Okay. And so if you wanted to know, like, damn, Ken was giving us a lot of credit.
What
And then
happened?
now, what happened? It was your people coming at me behind the scenes as if I never gave y'all just due. Me giving y'all just due, it ain't working. So if I'm gonna be the ops, even while I'm giving y'all credit, then check. I might well turn myself into the op.
That is funny, man.
But nah, shout out to y'all, man. it's all love at the end of the day. But that's why I am the way I am towards the North Philly. Shout out to Champ Cheese because I told Champ Cheese too. I'm like, damn, Champ, don't I show y'all a lot of love? He's like,
It
yeah.
don't matter. It's not enough.
Yeah, it don't matter to him.
It's not enough.
All right, so let's go to the we at the 11U. All right, so
11 you, bro.
we got Hair, they beat DMVU. Then we got OG Ducks, they beat Primetime Elite Bulldogs. Then we got the Top Dogs that beat West 7 Rams. And then we got Resin Havoc that actually lost by a lot to the Blackhawks. Shout out to the Blackhawks. Now, this is where I'm confused for this dang bracket.
Okay.
Where the hell is Beast in?
It's a typo, man. I keep telling you that. It's a typo.
So Beast in supposed to play versus
Miami Garden.
Miami Garden Ravens. Damn, that's not even a foregone conclusion for y'all, Miami.
No, Tyler Johnson said it is.
That's not a foregone conclusion. Beast in can pass the ball. They're a good passing team. Now, when I see them play versus the Terrence City Ducks and versus the MCU, now they didn't dial it up. Now, if the coach can't dial it up, it's a long day.
What I'm saying, bro.
But they was able to make plays. So the last time I seen the Miami Garden Ravens, they had Lil Rod at the receiving position. That ain't gonna work with Beast In. Beast In is a team that can apply a lot of pressure. So I don't even really know who's gonna win this game. This is not a foregone conclusion for me.
That's crazy, bro. Like
It's not.
I'd be happy sometimes when we on the same page, and I'd be mad sometimes when we on the same page. This one of them times where I'm happy because Tyler Johnson had me and over here asking myself, "Am I tripping?" I'm
Nah,
like, "Bro, am I tripping, bro?
not
Like,
on
am I
that one.
trippy? Am
Not
I
on that
trippy, bro?" Because B Stand is tough, bro. They are freaking tough. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, nah, dog. That's gonna be a dog fight, bro. Like, do I believe? Do I believe that MGR will pull it off? Sure, cool. Yeah, MGR probably wins that game. But do I believe they dog walk them a 30 ball, three tubs,
So
20
here's the
points?
thing. Before that actually happened, I said I name a couple teams that can give them some resistance. Okay. The team that I said was I felt like it was Beast In as one of those teams. Then the other team, they actually got blew out, which was Havoc. I felt like
Yeah,
had a chance to, get them a run for their money. So it depends on how Beast In does. They ain't got the DMVU Ferrari boys in the way no more. So I feel like this damn near a cakewalk, even though they got Brick City in the third round already, as if they just one of those teams. I see this. I say this. Miami, if they make it, Miami beats them, by 2 touchdowns for sure.
right.
One thing that I can say. I got
Yeah,
hair. I got hair beating, no, losing to the OG Ducks because I just think that the OG Ducks got hair number, bro. It's just like a West Coast thing, bro. They just got their number. And then we got the Top Dogs playing versus the Blackhawks. I got the North Philly Blackhawks moving on to play versus the OG Ducks. And in that one, we'll come back to it, to see.
yeah,
All right. So it's a really stacked bracket.
it
It
is, bro.
put like this. This bracket, it should have been a type of bracket to where you get all of the loosey goosey type teams that that barely even made it there. You get the best teams to play those teams, knock them out. Now the best play the best. But the way that it's set up, I think y'all need to protest. Y'all need to protest. Look, man, we keep not getting the games that we want.
Yeah,
and we happen to play them first round. What are we working this hard for? What are
I
we
don't
working?
know though, bro. Like, see, when it's like this, let me see again, 2, 4,
Here
6,
he
8,
go.
10, 12, 14.
Who is they?
When when it's like this, bro, I believe that I believe we're somewhat getting the games that we want, bro. I feel like I'm somewhat like majority I'm getting the games that I want. It's just a little fine tuning they can do by not letting, I don't like the thought of somebody having a bye randomly. I just don't. I don't like the thought of a random team getting a bye. Because that's just how it falls. That's the only thing I got a problem with. I don't like buys at all. I don't like buys at all. I believe every team should have to play some smoke. But we almost there. We almost there. But I never thought that I would like a 14, 10, 12, 16 team bracket, 10 team. I never thought I would like it until I seen it and we got some upsets because Havoc losing, I don't think I can get over that Havoc. I think it's gonna be a minute before because I was one of y'all biggest supporters coming out, and I just don't see me moving past this.
Hold on, let me say this. Cheese, so you never recall me letting you know that hella people was coming at me behind the scenes. And I think you had said something to some people. I don't know who. I don't know who they are. It's hella long ago, right? But I was saying basically, like if I'm showing love and shit, still getting hate, what's the point? You feel what I'm saying? What's
I
the
definitely
point?
understand.
He says, I want a sincere apology from both you fools. They're struggling with that Nevada. Hey, you know
Uh,
why they were struggling,
oh
Tyler?
man, you hilarious,
Hey,
bro.
Tyler, you want to know why they was probably struggling? They probably thought that they had an easy road. I can't
Hmm.
stand when teams do that.
And Apex is really good, bro. Apex is really good. It's not to say, y'all, that I don't understand why there are why a team gets a bye. I think the only thing I don't like is it just randomly a team getting a bye. I would prefer, but I know it's not nothing that the teams or AYF can control. Because when teams drop out, teams drop out. I just hate it. Because I really do feel like in this instant, if Brick City does make it, which they won't, because I don't believe that they can beat the Miami Garden Ravens, but I just believe that that it's just like you skipping that second round smoke, man. I hate that. But regardless though, bro, it's some good football being played in that 11U bracket in. B Stab versus Miami Garden. I definitely don't think it's a 3 touchdown game. I see it being about an 8 point game going in Miami Garden Ravens way. Um, you believe that the OG Ducks just have Hair Academy's number. I'm going to agree because I believe PTE is a really, really good football team. And for them to see what they did to them at 11, it really shocks me. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe that the Blackhawks 11U comes out of this. I believe Top Dogs beat them because I thought West Seven Rams was a really good football team who was gonna knock off the Top Dog. So um, I think Top Dog beats the Blackhawks. I think OG Ducks win. I think Miami Gardens escapes. They barely get out of there. And then, like you said, we'll determine the rest of that before Friday, because these games happen Wednesday. So by Wednesday night, we'll have a winner.
So Marcus said, if it's an odd number, how one team not gonna get a bye?
Yeah, I mean, I
This
get
is
it.
what I'll say. This is what
Yeah,
I'll
I
say.
get it.
The best team should be the one that get the bye. The best team should be the one that have the least path to resistance. That's what I feel and I believe. Okay. So other than that, like, all right, cool. He right. Some of the best teams get a chance to play. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't create any type of suspense for that league. Like, okay, after we watch that, said you might get no people watching the championships because it's like, okay, it's a foregone conclusion. Why I'm gonna waste my time watching that?
Right.
Kills the suspense, and that's really what I'm looking at. He said, "You right. You ain't say nothing wrong." Yeah, man. Like I respect them though, bro. All in all, though, North Philly and PA Trenches know that, and I appreciate PA Trenches. We really love, what I'm saying, the organizations, all of y'all, but sometimes, man, if y'all give us a hard time, we gonna do the same. We gonna mess. That's just what I do for sure. I'm gonna just mess with you. But he says I give AYF credit. 11 and 12 you had smoke. I
It's
can't even
smoking
lie.
that, bro. It's smoking
Yeah,
that.
they definitely got some smoke. He said that 703 team shocked me, and Philly 11U shocked me.
Yeah, it's definitely smoking those brackets, and that's why I say, man, Tyler, that hey man, it's a lot of teams in those brackets for Miami to be what Miami is. To me, there's a lot of teams confident that they can knock that Miami team off. I think we know it. Like for them to say, for all these teams to want to come play at 11U, to me that just screams they see something that can propel them to beat that Miami Garden Ravens team. They see chinks in the armor. And I think that's really all it really is. I think I'm gonna be honest, man. I think sometimes Miami relies on straight athleticism, players just beyond. And it feels like sometimes I wonder could we be could the coaching be a little better? And when I say coaching, it ain't even got to be scheme or game plan. It could just be more: are we prepared for the game? Are the kids properly prepared? Like, are the kids properly prepared for this game?
All
Okay.
right, so y'all know, man, we ain't been really doing the 14 U's. Um, so we gonna go 13 U. All right, let me check. Let me see. All right, bet. Go ahead, Fanatic. I'm
All right. So while he's doing that, so yeah, I'm with you though, Tyler. I believe because they've seen Miami lose. Oh my God. Coach Tim said Miami Garden Ravens is just too one dimensional. I think I just question if they're going to be properly prepared. I do. I believe that everything is put on the kids to win a game. We did do 12U champ cheese. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know. Miami will win by 3 tuds. 3 tuds in the second round of AYF sounds kind of crazy. I'm just not gonna lie to you, bro. It just sounds kind of crazy because I just don't know, bro. I just question the preparedness that the Miami Garden Ravens will have, bro. It's just hard for me to see right now. Um, but as far as 13U, bro, 13U is one of my favorite divisions as well. Though we don't have the most smoke in 13U, uh, I believe that we're gonna get to see something that I really want to see. We're gonna get a game that I really really want to see, and I'm excited about that. I'm also very excited to see what that Southfield 13U team can do. I know we seen them a little bit earlier in the year, and it wasn't the best showing. Now they did have a great showing versus Rare Breed, but then the next day they turned around, and it wasn't a very good showing versus the Stonecrest. It's crazy, Coach Marcus. If you were about sometime in July, you would have thought I was from Miami. How much I love the Miami Garden Ravens, but when they broke my heart, I just don't think I've ever bounced back from it. I don't think I've ever bounced back from the heartbreak that I experienced from the Miami Garden Ravens in Panama City, Florida. I think that I was just so hurt and distraught by what they did to me that it's just like I just I can't move past it, bro. I just can't, bro. I can't, bro. Um, Coach Tim said a lot of coaches in the YNC were getting what I call the itchy moo-moos, out coaching themselves. I agree. And that's what I'm
Hey, we
saying,
said that
bro.
the whole time.
They out coaching themselves, but I'm excited to see what that Southfield Falcons team can do. I think a lot of people are sleeping on their abilities because of what we've seen. You know, I think because of the loss that they may have taken in Georgia, a lot of people have just kind of forgot about them and forgot, what they've accomplished this year, and even just coming to this season where we all believe that they could be. The Miami Garden Ravens, we know what they are, right? Don't let what happened with the rare breed, you know, fool y'all into believing that they aren't who we believe that they are. The Las Vegas Tribe versus the OG Ducks. The OG Ducks should win that football game, and we on the crash course to
Hold on,
have.
you doing the 13U?
Yeah,
Oh shoot, let me put it up. I didn't even know.
yeah, and we on a y'all we on a crash course to have the OG Ducks. The OG Ducks end up playing the Miami Garden Ravens. So if Southfield wins, like I believe they would play Miami Garden Ravens, who I believe also will win. They'll play them in the fifth round on Friday. Um, and then Saturday, we should have the Miami Garden Ravens versus the OG Ducks. You know. Tyler Johnson say the way Miami Garden 13 went out, they will dog walk AYF teams. They ain't dog walking OG Ducks. Now win. If you want to say that they gonna win, I don't mind you saying they should win. But they ain't dog walking the OG Ducks. They not dog walking them. Dog walking the OG Ducks. They ain't dog walking the OG Ducks. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something about the Miami Garden Ravens. The OG Ducks saying that the Miami Garden Ravens they have an O line problem over there. They have an O line problem at the Miami Garden Ravens. And I'm gonna tell you something the OG Ducks ain't got. They ain't got a damn D line problem. They ain't got a D line problem. All right. Again, the Miami Garden Ravens have an O line problem. If you've seen the OG Ducks, which if y'all ain't seen them in person, the computer, the TV, the phone, it does not do those kids any justice, bro. I'm telling y'all, it does not do those kids any justice. Those are some really, really big kids, bro. The only problem with the OG Ducks is their offense is questionable. Their offense is questionable, right? But they defense ain't questionable, right? They defense ain't questionable. We talking about a defense that got a pick six versus the rare breed. So while we can sit and act like maybe because their offense isn't all that, uh, I
They definitely got a good defense.
if y'all didn't see the game when they played rare breed, it didn't look nothing like that Miami Garden Ravens game. It didn't look nothing like. I believe the OG Ducks gave rare breed a little bit of tougher game than Miami Garden Ravens did. So I'm kind of confused. Um, how we can sit here and act like the OG Ducks. It's just a foregone conclusion that the OG Ducks is just gonna get knocked out by the Miami Garden Ravens by like the OG Ducks wasn't around there kind of slapping around and giving Coach Mark some fits, man. They're a freaking huge team, bro.
Hey Jarvis, man, we get DMV a lot of love. They ain't slept on. Definitely ain't slept on. But
So
yeah, man.
yeah, go ahead. What do you think about that, man? What do you think about individuals saying, man, that OG Ducks isn't as good as they were last year, which they aren't. Offensively, they are not.
I think what happened, bro, as you can see, they started off good. It's just that when we talk about championship pedigree, championship experience, then you see these type of things happen where they just start imposing them will, like Rare Breed did on them. You see what I'm saying? They did it versus Miami Garden Ravens and versus the OG Ducks. The OG Ducks, the difference was The OG Ducks was able to, sustain itself on the defensive end. You can't throw the ball versus them. And the thing is, with the Miami Garden Ravens, all they've been doing was throwing the ball. So if you got a top receiver,
Yeah.
top DBs, top safeties, and all your team do, as far as the Miami Garden Ravens do, is pass the ball, what is the probability of them getting a lot of pick sixes or a lot of just interceptions in general? Now, the problem that I have with the OG Ducks, they can't score worth a damn.
Right.
And if you get number one, if he's starting and you get him to go backwards, he's not the top quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback when he has to do that. See, he of age. I can say this about that young man. He got to work on that. But then you got the other one, the other quarterback, he's a little mobile. So he can do a little bit more. But all in all, I think it's safe to say in this bracket, other than I want to say, hold on, let me look right now. Let me look. Okay, so primetime elite, we can't really sleep on them. We can't really but this is not PTSG.
Who prime time?
Is that them?
PTE? PTE?
Because that's not even a foregone conclusion, to be honest, with the OG Ducks. That's not a foregone conclusion.
That's foregone, man.
Bro, this team is good, man.
They are, but the
They're a
OG
really
Ducks,
good
they're gonna
team.
handle business, bro. That's a foregone conclusion, bro.
But I definitely got Miami Garden Ravens beating the Parkland Raiders and then Southfield. So that's a really good game. Yeah, it's so you got Miami Garden Ravens versus Southfield. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Southfield knocked Miami Gardens off. I wouldn't be surprised.
Ah,
Based on what I seen in the
in person
championship,
with your eyes.
I don't know if it's just a rare breed thing. But the thing about Southfield is they have a good line. Not just that. You forgot they got the running back from RMG. They got them big boys.
Jarvis. I'm not just going off the OG name. I just saw them in person. I've actually seen them in person multiple times this year. Then I just recently seen them and Miami Garden in person. And what I seen was what the OG Ducks does very well is what the Miami Garden Ravens were struggling against. I just seen it. I watched it. I watched them all week at the YNC. I watched both of these teams all week at the YNC. Now, what I will say is the problem with the OG Ducks is they can't score as quickly, as the Miami Garden Ravens. The Miami Garden Ravens, they're an explosive team. They can score in bunches. That's scary to play. But at the same time, if you can be neutralized with an amazing defense, because again, that offensive line is shaky. It's a shaky offensive line. That's not a shaky defense. It's not a shaky defensive line. So if you can pin your ears back and make it where they can't throw that football all around the field, because we got DBs, we got a secondary, and if you throw this ball and anything comes up shaky, it's a pick six to the house. I seen it. Red breed. I seen it, right? It's a pick six to the house. Their defense stood up against Red breed plenty of times. So then to turn around and see the Miami Garden Ravens have to play a team like the Rare Breeds, who the difference is their offense can score in bunches, but the Miami Garden Ravens, they don't have an O line. I mean, their O line was out there just not getting it done. It's concerning. It's concerning to just say, oh man, yeah, this is a foregone conclusion. They gonna win.
And here's the other thing too. I just realized why the OG Ducks don't put up points like that no more. They ain't got number 6.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, they have a two quarterback system now.
So he was the engine. He was the person that you can literally go to and get, you can have him score. So obviously, with somebody like that missing, yes, you're not going to come close to being a rare breed.
Right.
So they don't have the offense that they once were. Now, if he's playing, then I'm backing off my stance.
Right.
If he's playing, okay? But if he's not playing, PTSG just might beat them. They might not even get past them.
PTSG's gone. They're done.
He
PTSG done.
here you go with that championship pedigree. With hey,
I can.
you seen it mattered when the RDE played versus Bessemer. That championship pedigree played a major role. But
Can.
Tyler says, huh?
They done. PTE is done.
What happened?
OG Ducks beat them. They done. That's why OG is playing the Las Vegas Tribe.
Oh, they already done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they done, bro. That's
No. He just said PTSG just hold on. I'm lost.
nah.
He said
PTE they
PTSG
done.
just won.
PTE
Lost.
PTE lost to the OG Ducks, who put up 30, by the way, who put up 30, and they don't even have that good of an offense, is what we're talking
Oh,
about.
that's crazy. That's crazy right there.
Yeah, they put up the most points in the 13U division if we're around here talking. Now, granted, PTE put up 26, and I just said that their defense is really good.
So it's a
But
close game.
yeah, but the thing is, man, that shows y'all that it's two things that could happen. The OG Ducks could go on one of those runs where they score a lot of points, or they can pin their ears back and when it's time, get a defensive stop. We've seen it. We've seen it. I'm telling y'all, it's this man watched, I think, both OG Ducks games the whole week. So I'm telling y'all, man, we've seen it, man, where the OG Ducks, they can find a way to win, man. This might not be the team of old. This might not be the team that they had last year or the year before, but they're still the OG Ducks.
Hey,
All
could
right.
do you think that is more so the rare breed name that kind of got people rattled because they play well versus everybody else that's not named rare breed.
Well, I believe OG Ducks played pretty decently versus Rare Breed. I believe Miami Garden Ravens didn't play that well. And I can't say it's the name because Miami got the same name. Their name ring bells too. Like their name rings bells, bro. So to me, it's just I just don't believe that they had enough. Um, I believe they didn't run the football enough, even though it was very difficult. I believe the quarterback, I believe the quarterback tried to scramble too late into the game. I believe the quarterback would have did more scrambling earlier in the game. It would have made it a little bit tougher for the Rare Breed to just go on and win. So, it's a lot of things that play a part in that.
All right. So yeah, like I said, I got Southfield beating Certified South, Miami Guard Ravens beating Parkland Raiders, and then I got Las Vegas losing to the OG Ducks. Um Yeah, so that actually put if OG beat them, that put them in the championship, and then you got a Southfield versus Miami Guard Ravens. And like I say, man, that's not even a foregone conclusion because I like the pieces, man. If the coaches was able to meet the talent that Southfield have, bro, it's gonna be a long day for Miami Guard Ravens. That's that. But hey, man, that's all I got, for the
Me too,
night.
man.
I re-
Shout out to the Oakland Dynamites, man. They're going to be playing the Old Town Gators and the New Britain Raiders and the Cedar Crest Comets for a D2 championship. Well, that's all I got.
Oh, hey, they in trouble. Miami Garden Ravens in trouble, brother. He said Nemhard be back Wednesday. They in trouble. That
So
boy was so good. He played 14U.
so we shall see, man. We
Yes,
shall
sir.
see.
All right.
But again, man, those lives. Um, Marcus, Coach Marcus, man, he has a live. I just escaped, but it's time out. Time out. Local locker room has a live. EF has a live. And I definitely believe it's about one more out there. Again, it's just escaping my brain at this moment. But there are live streams out there, guys, to watch the games for free. Um, don't be afraid to tune into those people lives and send some stars in for allowing them to watch those lives for the free ski.
That's for Tyler. They better not lose. They ain't played in a minute. They need a light touch up, man.
I don't want to hear none of that. They are literally playing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They better not.
But yeah, hey man, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button. Like I say, when y'all hit the like button, that helps the channel further get out into the algorithm. And when y'all subscribe, that let them know that that y'all was actually real people. Cause
Right.
sometimes, man, they be thinking that it be bots, and I don't do none of that stuff. So just if you can, man, do me a favor, just definitely hit the like button. Go to fanatic underscore media on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow his page as well.
Absolutely.
But man, that's all we got to
That's all
tomorrow.
we got, man. Go subscribe to Sports Fanatic. Watch my new video, man. I got more coming all week.
Hey, Coach Blue, if you probably sleep, but I don't know. I'm gonna have those games ready, man. I gotta do some edit. I've been out all day pretty much. So, all right, man. Y'all be easy, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
We out of
y'all,
here.
and we enjoy the AYF. Regardless of what y'all think. But make sure y'all send us some of y'all videos, man, so we can stay in touch. And then also we're gonna get back to doing some player comparison. So if you got somebody that y'all think that's really like that, we're gonna compare them to somebody else we feel like it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? And we do the player comparison.